the girls' jammer rotation.
Really, really great.
Next up on the notorious RED jammer line, that's going to be Annie Swanson for Arch Rival, and number 2, Fanny Tanner for Minnesota. Fanny Tanner leading all Minnesota scorers with 41.
Ooh,
One left
nice
to beat.
Spin.
And Fanny Tanner is going to be your lead jammer.
Yes, she is. Cruising. Looks like Swanson still stuck. Trying to make some things happen.
Swanson, one of those straightforward north-south jammers. She's not really going to do a whole lot of fancy moves. She's just going to power through your walls. But right now, this...
Looking for any way. She's like, could I get my nose through here?
Yeah, this kumbaya quartet of blockers by Minnesota.
Like the least cozy campfire you've ever been to.
And they're just doing like a spin every time Annie Swanson spins. They rotate around.
That's some dynamic defense. I've seen a lot of teams doing that this weekend, and it's the ones that can execute it well. It is really shutting the jammers down. Arch Rival also doing something very similar, but in the back.
Arch Rival more in a 1-3.
Owning Fanny Tanner. Fanny Tanner just trying to get some points. And she does. Gets through. Ooh, Swanson got some speed. Finally able to get through that pack.
And that would be a Rydell Grand Slam for Fanny Tanner.
Oh, Rydell skates. Such unmatched quality and such unmatched performance.
Boy, I'll tell you what, those new insoles that they've been showing off up there in that booth, those are really sweet.
I know. I barely skate anymore, but I want some.
Fully customizable with different heel cups,
awesome.
arch supports, some really cutting-edge stuff being brought out by Rydell.
Check out the hashtag Brouhaha 2015. Throw something at us on Twitter if you guys like to tweet. Let's see, we've got Jack Pipes again and Brickyard.
Only Mayor Francis Slayer left to beat. Out of play, has to let her go. So another lead jammer here for Minnesota.
Such a nice feeling when you're a jammer, when you hear that out of play. Like, thank you.
And then around the outside, and that's going to be a Rydell Grand Slam.
Beautiful. And Brickyard finally through the pack. But Jack Pipes is like, I'm going to get some points right now. And it looks like she picks up 1.
So that
and
lead,
shuts out.
That lead slowly dwindling, now only 29. Arch Rival trying to weather the late storm here by Minnesota. Only 7 minutes to go, but that is an infinite amount of time, really.
It's true. Momentum, I mean, I feel the momentum a little bit from Minnesota right now. Can they hold on to it?
So it's Bricktator on the line now for St. Louis, going up against Shiver Me Kimbers for Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota hanging on to that momentum. Shiver Me Kimbers is your lead jammer.
Bricktator also free of the pack and rocketing around the track.
She is super fast.
And I don't think any points. No points.
No points. I don't know. I would have said 1 for Minnesota. But I'm not down there, so don't ask me.
A 0-0 jam there, and I'll tell you what, with time winding down, that is just as good as points for Arch Rival.
It's true. Minnesota needs a couple big jams or 1 really huge jam to close this. I've seen a 30-point jam in this tournament, and I'm not just talking from Gotham, so it is possible.
So we got a message from a tweeter out there asking for clarification on the egregious forearm. The reason it was egregious was it actually involved a shove, and a shove can be grounds for an expulsion. So those of you out there watching, and now we've got a forearm.
Minnesota. Forearm. Minnesota was going to try to call off the jam, but forgot she did not have the jammer panty on her head. But kind of good thing that she didn't, because in that time, arch rivals jammer, Brickyard, was sent to the penalty box. Oh, the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box.
So nice.
Buying her some more time to score some points.
Nice force out there.
And recycled. She's got to do it again.
Meanwhile, the power jam comes to an end. Bricktator back on the track and knifing her way through the pack.
She really is.
Practically just runs over the last blocker. Oh, and now we're going to have a forearm in Minnesota's jammer.
Oh, no, not what Minnesota needs. Everything that our rival needs.
I believe that is the 10th jammer penalty now for Minnesota this game.
Brickyard.
So, a Rydell grand slam there for Brickyard. Sakatumi power jam here. And Brickyard just so strong.
She really is. She did not pick a bad derby name. Very apt. And she is just racking up the points. She really took advantage of that Sakatumi power jam, and the jam is over. Timeout for Minnesota. Smart call, because with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left, if they have any shot of coming back, they need to lock it down right now.
Yeah, that was a very smart timeout there, as they're going to regroup here, clear their heads, get back on track. They were steadily closing that gap.
They were doing a great job.
And then that swapping of jammers really put the hurt to them, as Brickyard was able to score much more points.
Take their passion and make it happen, because now is the time.
That's right. Was it teamwork makes the dream work? Is that it?
I believe so. Oh,
there they are.
Bare midriffs.
Yep. And
there's the dude portion of some roller derby
some
action.
Of the St. Louis gatekeepers there. That's Nate Bauer, Walker Hamilton, Spin Diesel, D Mouthful, and Shane Bauer.
And they are egging on the Minnesota roller girl fans that are up higher.
Oh, yes, some characters in this sport there are.
Yeah, surprising.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
Who would have?
Now on the Notorious RED jammer line, it's Fanny Tanner out there from Minnesota going up against Harmony Killebrews for St. Louis.
Oh, intense. So much intense playing right now. So, these packs, so relentless.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Just shoving their way through. Jammers are not going to get through easily.
Really nice work there, too, by arch rival to avoid the traffic and continue to block.
One to beat for Minnesota. Can she do it? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And a forearm. Have we mentioned they've been calling a lot of forearms?
You know, I got to tell the players, they're calling the forearms. You got to stop it.
Newsflash.
The refs are not going to magically stop calling forearms, so you need to stop giving forearm penalties.
That's true. Any little push is being called.
So with under 3 minutes to go here now in the second half, the score 164 arch rival, 128 Minnesota. A Sakatumi power jam here for Brictator, and this could be huge.
And Fanny Tanner sitting in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. Not looking good for Minnesota. They really do not need this right now.
The one bright spot in this situation is Minnesota does have all their blockers.
They can spread it out, hopefully eat the clock away a little bit so that Fanny Tanner can get back out and maybe go unnoticed. Oh, and they get to recycle her back.
And that's the biggest thing here, is even if arch rival isn't able to put a bunch of points up, they're going to eat up valuable time off that clock here.
And here comes Fanny Tanner, fresh out of that Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box, looking for some points, looking to just get out of this dismal pack situation. Jammers just shoving left and right, being recycled back. They're just They're not being met with love. They're being met with shove.
Wow, all that work.
Oh my gosh, and she does it. She was your lead jammer, Minnesota. If any Minnesota fans are listening right now or watching, you need to get behind your team, send them some psychic love here.
I'll tell you what,
they'll feel it.
That Campfire Jamboree defense employed here by Minnesota is just absolutely shutting Bricktator down on this jam.
It really is. Bricktator, though, probably pretty tired. She has put up 42 points for arch rival today. Forearm called. Who's getting it? Oh, no. Fanny Tanner going back. I don't know. I'm losing hope for Minnesota right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. They're getting opportunities here, but then they're squandering them.
Yeah, blockers, though, for Minnesota looking so good. Looking to just keep that point differential down as far as possible.
And now missing.
Solid defense on both teams.
Yeah, now with Minnesota missing a blocker, they're going to have a much harder time doing that circle defense that they've been doing.
Only 45 more seconds in this game. We're back on the Notorious RED jammer line. You know what Notorious RED is good for? You can smell clean even if you play dirty. Get it here or online at notoriousred.com.
So a 4-on-3 pack advantage as Brickyard starts
and
here.
One jammer, oh gosh.
On a Sockatumi power jam.
Sockatumi. She's getting it socked to her, but oh, and we've got Fanny Tanner hot out of the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. Oh no, arch rival.
That's going to do it.
I feel like this is the nail in Minnesota's coffin here.
Period clock has expired. Brickyard's going to call this off, and with that, that's going to be the win.
Our unofficially 169-133 arch rival.
That will likely be official as there was no points scored on that jam. So a huge, huge win here for arch rival.
Great
number 14, knocking off number 7. Arch rival going to go home 3-0 this weekend. And
great weekend for arch rival.
And I'll tell you what.
Under the arch.
And I'll tell you what, huge props to Minnesota.
That was a great game.
A lot of adversity, 12 jammer penalties that game, and they still kept this within striking distance.
They had such solid defense.
So that this could be very interesting, as this is a matchup we could potentially see in one of the tournaments.
I agree. Both of these teams really strong in the Midwest. I know it's not by regions anymore, but they're going to see each other again. It's easier to play your region, and that was a great game to watch. I hope you guys had a great time watching it at home or at the bar or wherever you may be watching this. Give some love to all of our sponsors. Make sure you mark your calendars for Brouhaha next year. Hug a ref when you get a chance. All of these great things.
They have done amazing work. So, for No Big Deal, I am Star Spangled Hammer, and we are out of here.
Goodbye.
Come celebrate summer with the Dairyland Dolls, Saturday, June 20th and Saturday, July 11th at the Hartmeyer Ice Arena. Doors at 5, action at 6. But wait, there's more. The Dairyland Dolls will be shaking things up with a special outdoor exhibition bout on Saturday, June 27th during the Festival Food Shake the Lake celebration at the Monona Terrace. Event opens at 5, Derby at 6. Come for Derby, stay for fireworks. Find the Derby in you. MadRollandDolls.com.
Skates is proud to support the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. We are a Derby-owned roller skate shop in Buffalo, New York. Our focus is providing our customers with innovative and quality skates, parts, and protective gear from all the top manufacturers. Our customers represent a variety of skating styles and backgrounds. Our boutique shopping experience focuses on finding the right skates and gear for you. We also add a bit of style with our fun accessories and clothing. Visit us in Buffalo or online at turnaroundskates.com.